She's not a mom. Thomas sent Harry an awful video that Meghan pulled Archie, threw glasses on his face in the kitchen. Thomas Markle has promised that he won't sue to see Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children, Lilibet and Archie. Meghan's estranged father had opened up with the fact that he has never met his grandkids during an exclusive Sunrise appearance. Speaking with Nat and Kochi, Thomas had revealed that he still hopes to be introduced to his children and tell them how much he loves them. Lily's at the age where you just simply hold her, he said of Meghan and Harry's newborn daughter. Archie would probably be a great little playmate. I'd probably get along with him very well, as he seems like a sweet kid. The 77-year-old has also revealed that he won't try to force Meghan to allow him to meet Archie at 2 and Lilibet at 3 months. At what lengths would I go to see them? I would wait patiently until they, Meghan and Harry, were ready to bring them to me, he said. As long as my daughter has the attitude that she doesn't want me to see them, that is the way it is going to be, as I certainly won't do anything silly. However, he went on to claim that the children are being deprived of meeting him and seeing their other grandparents. As Thomas had noted, that grandparents in the US can sue for the right to see their grandchildren, and said that several lawyers had approached to help him to do that for free. But the 77-year-old had said that he rejected the offers, adding that to me, that is like turning into his some kind of game and using them as pawns. As they should not be used, they are just kids, babies, so I will wait. As recently, Thomas Markle has slammed his estranged daughter, Meghan, after the former actress has claimed that she has lost him since marrying into the royal family, firing back with "She didn't lose me, she dumped me." As it comes after the Duchess of Sussex had discussed her non-existent relationship with her dad in a candid interview with New York Magazine's The Cut, was published last week. As when I ask about it, Meghan doesn't say in her sadness for long. Instead, she uses it to discuss how toxic tabloid culture has torn two families apart. Alison P. David had wrote, "As Harry had said to me, I lost my dad in this process, as it doesn't have to be the same for them as it was for me, but that is his decision." Speaking to the Daily Mail on Saturday, the 78-year-old had hit back saying, "She didn't lose me, she dumped me. I am not lost. She knows where to find me. My number hasn't changed. I would love to hear from my daughter and meet my son-in-law and my grandkids for the first time." As the pair had had a strained relationship since the former Hollywood lighting director had collaborated with a paparazzi to shoot a series of staged photographs before the royal wedding in 2018. As the Duchess of Sussex was furious about the collaboration, Mr. Markle had said that the tension had caused him to suffer 2 heart attacks before the wedding, which he has forced to miss because his doctor had told him not to fly. As the pair have not spoken since, but Mr. Markle had told the UK online newspaper that despite the fact that he is poor health after suffering a blood clot in his brain earlier this year, his daughter continues to talk about him to the media. "I am still very ill and trying to recover from a stroke in May, and yet everyone tries that she opens her mouth, she brings me into the story," he said. In other news, royal experts had warned that Meghan Markle bullying accusations are a very loaded word and break down whether they believe that the claims are true or the person in the firm management style. As GB News host and royal commentator Dan Wootton had addressed these accusations, he had wondered, "This actually feels like a full throttle campaign of bullying over the number of months by Harry and Meghan based on what you have written." Mr. Valentine had quickly chimed in to clarify, "That is what people who were there on the receiving end believe, and I can't say it where there was bullying, Dan, because I wasn't there. As bullying is a very loaded word, and one person's bullying is another person's firm management style. I can't pass judgment on it, but I know that several people were quite broken working there. And when you hear about people saying at the time that when they are about to have a meeting with Meghan, They were worried about how it is going to go, and when they say things like, "I'm shaking, I feel sick," it is not a good workplace. As before concluding, he admitted, "What you have to understand about Harry and Meghan is that they truly believe, not without any foundation whatsoever, they do have a case, and they truly believe that they were victims and that they were treated appallingly by the palace staff."